Misplaced perfectionism, like Sheila's, is a common hindrance in project completion. Failure to complete a project is often the result of giving attention to details that do not matter significantly, while neglecting the overall goal of the project, which does matter. Sheila needs to get her perfectionism under control by setting certain guidelines. 1. Let someone else evaluate when the work is done. 2. Give herself a time deadline. And 3. Allow only a predetermined number of revisions. Joan and Patty, indecision. Rigid perfectionism is consistently detrimental in the area of decision-making. Joan wanted to go on a wonderful cruise with her husband for their 40th wedding anniversary. All of the brochures looked so good that she could not decide which was best. The anniversary came and went without the cruise, and they have never gotten back to the plan. Choosing any one of the reputable cruise lines would have been better than no decision at all. Patty had similar choices to make. She was in charge of locating a facility for the office Christmas party. Determined to do a superior job, she spent hours, many on her own time, visiting venues. She considered the decor, the distance, the cost, the location, the dates available, and many other details so that she could locate the very best place and impress the boss. Unfortunately, she spent so much time weighing the unweighable that she had to accept an unsatisfactory location for the party at an undesirable time because the others were booked while she was trying to decide. One way Joan and Patty could have handled their indecision would have been to pass the top 3 possibilities on to somebody else and let that person make the decision. Joan's husband and Patty's boss could have made the final choice. Don't give more attention than necessary to details while neglecting the overall goal. If you can't make a final decision, hand it off to somebody who can. Philosophical perfectionism. Undoubtedly, the single most daunting and difficult problem to overcome is philosophical perfectionism. Rooted in fear, it is the attitude that I must avoid a mistake at all costs. Fear of making a mistake paralyzed a satisfactory completion of an important project. Sometimes fear of failure keeps people from even beginning a project. Fred often said he had 2 books up here, pointing to his head, but he never started writing because he didn't want to botch it up. Genevieve didn't make her bed because she could never do it well enough to meet her high standards. Ironing was always excruciating for Morgan as she chased down every little wrinkle. Olivia did not discard any financial papers because she was afraid she might need them later. With the resulting huge pile of papers, she could never locate the important ones. In the same way, she had so many phone numbers in her PDA, it was a task locating a specific one. Sometimes perfectionistic behavior is encouraged from childhood when parents repeat a ditty that is good when rightly used, but often misapplied by perfectionists. If a task is once begun, never leave it till it is done. Be the labor great or small, do it well or not at all. Since perfectionists have an unreasonable concept of what doing it well is, they are tempted not to do it at all, and often, as with the unmade bed, they don't. Philosophical perfectionists can benefit from playing a powerfully effective mind game. They say to themselves, "Of course I can't write this book," or whatever, "but if I could, I would make an outline like this." Then move on to, "Of course I can't write an outline for a book, but if I could, what are the top 10 points I'd like to make?" And continue to, "Of course I can't write 9 or 10 things, but if I could, the first one I would write is..." Too high a price. Some perfectionists, like Fred and Genevieve, are afraid to start. Others don't know when to stop. They relate to the part of the ditty that says, "Never leave it till it is done." They have difficulty knowing what done looks like. Sometimes they reach the goal,